Well, I was supposed to do a video today on my school curriculum I'm doing for the boys. So I'm going to have to do this quickly. Show you what I've got so far. And yeah, so I'll just show you what I got so far, and then I'll link the link to my blog, because the links that I'm using for the resources for this curriculum is in the blog. So I'll just quickly show you the outlines and whatnot that I've been doing. All right, here we go. So we're doing the introduction on September 6th through 10th. It's going to be a light week. It's basically going to be crafting and singing. Not too much reading just yet. I'll be going over with the boys what they'll be doing, obviously. And then this is more of just the introduction. And then I wanted to get into the themes. So each week there's a theme associated with a chapter. So I wrote down the outline of those themes in like just contrast, basically. It's just the generalization of all the chapters, basically. It's broken down, blah, blah, blah. So then, that's just what this is. But then we get over here where I have to start tomorrow, which is the chapter themes. Now, I'm going to show you briefly the website that I'm using for that. Can you see that? So tomorrow, I'll be writing down the chapter themes. Right? All right. And then the next one is this one. Dividing up the chapter themes. I know, you guys are like, why are your kids doing this kind of work? Because, first of all, they're very smart. They know how to use a Strong's Concordance. They can count in Greek. They're learning Hebrew and Greek at the same time since last year. And this is just, I'll be asking them 10 questions surrounding these themes. Questions, and we're doing word studies. So 10 questions on a piece of paper. They have to do some reading comprehension, just basic stuff, and then draw a picture of what they think the chapter was about, and then draw a picture of what they think the chapter was about, and then we do our word study, which we're still working through wisdom, which basically the whole book of Proverbs is wisdom. The wisdom of both Proverbs and Ecclesiastes is like wisdom central of the whole Bible. So that's why I'm doing those this year. Hopefully this helps guide them and direct them in a good direction. And this is like raising them up in the Word completely. So, this is perfect. 10 questions, drawing a picture, word study, reading comprehension, hymn, prayer, done each day. Yep. Yeah, so we're going to start Monday, September 6th. That's the start date. Until then, I'm setting everything up. I have to print out my weekly lesson plan worksheet, their daily worksheet, and they'll also be learning how to tell the time, so I'm also printing out a clock so they can learn how to do time on it. And then seasonal coloring things and holiday coloring things. Since it'll be around the time of Thanksgiving, we'll be doing Thanksgiving themed coloring papers. So, and then of course Christmas, the birth of Jesus, and then Easter, the death and burial and resurrection of Jesus, and then Thanksgiving again. Round and round we go. And all of these resources are in my blog that I'm going to link in the description box. So if you really are interested in what I'm doing for the kids for their schooling, and you want to maybe do it too, I check out my blog. I'm also going to be updating it as soon as I'm done the actual initial work, because I'm just getting the structure together. Once the structure is actually together, then I'm going to post my together structure, and then you guys can either adopt it or chop it up and use it in different ways of whatever you want to do with your kids. Whatever. All my resources are free. All my materials, all my resources are free. So you can do what you will with it and take what you want from it. It's all there. Anyway, so I'm just gonna head off to bed now because I gotta get up early again. So see y'all later. Hope you enjoy all the things I'm going to be posting in the description box, and I'll see ya on Thursday. I might have more to say and more to show you then, since this whole entire month is going to be like school related stuff, because we're going back to school soon. So see you Thursday. Love y'all. Have a good night. Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's been a long day. Early morning, late afternoon, and I still have so much to do. So right now, I'm about to start washing my hands, getting my apron on to get going dinner. So tonight's dinner is going to be ham. So that means I have to clean off the counter, get out the chopping board, chop up some broccoli, cauliflower, skin and cut up some potatoes because I have to boil them all together and then mash them so that they're mashed potatoes. So I'm just cleaning off the table really quick and grabbing my... So as you can see, I now done the broccoli, the cauliflower, and the potatoes. Now I'm going to put it on the oven, or rather the stove, and boil it until they're soft, and then I'm going to mush them together with the masher. Yay! Now, while those boil, the potatoes, broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots, I can take a little rest. So here I am, coffee. After the coffee's done, tea time. And then those should be done so I can put them into bowls and wrap them up for later. And then I have to start on the ham. So I have to chop up the onions for that soon. Not right now, soon. I have a little bit of a break, 45 minutes-ish. So I will use my time wisely. Look at how orange the sun is. It's like reddish orange. Okay, so ham's in. Got about 30-ish minutes left on it. Wow, that's a lot of drawings for me, Lucas. Why don't you bring them to me so I can look at them one at a time? Yeah? Let's see why you made me a book of drawings.
You, Daddy.
Me and Daddy kissing. Very nice. Daddy and the boys off-roading. Don't know what that is.
Me.
More off-roading. Hearts. I like that color, purple. Mommy and Daddy kissing while the boys are just standing there smiling. Daddy's Jeep. This is that.
No.
What? This is a family about Daddy,
No.
somebody, and
No.
Daddy.
No.
I can't see. Okay. This is a family about.
No.
This is a family about somebody that is named Mommy, Daddy, Logan, and Lucas. And inside it's all of us with our ages above. Mommy, Daddy, Logan, Lucas. 34, 38.
Nope.
34. Almost 35. Oh, 39, almost 40. And 8, almost 9. 6, almost 7. Nice. It's a pool. Somebody's mad.
Guess who this is?
I don't know.
You.
Me? Diving in? Daddy? You guys? And who's the mad face?
Someone we don't know. Back.
Cry face. Cry face. Both kids cry face. Mommy and daddy. And then happy. Logan and Clara. All right, well, I'm going to give you another chance. You're allowed out of your timeout. You can go tell your brother.
Because what I did.
Yes, and if you throw any more stuffies, you'll be back in timeout. Do you understand?
Dad took them away.
Okay, good.
And we only have minutes left.
Don't throw them or you'll lose them next. They were in timeout because they were throwing things against the wall, so they got timeout.
I forgot one thing.
Off the chair. You were sitting there and you were supposed to be on there.
He was actually on the couch, Logan.
He was doing this, showing you. And Emily said we can come up and go there.
Yeah. Okay, so they're going to go play in the carport. I'm going to sit here, watch the rest of my sermon while I wait for this thing to go off in 28 minutes. And then I'm going to chop it up, get everything nicely made on the platter plate. Then I'm going to make everybody's plate for their dinner, put the gravy on, and everybody's going to eat just nicely. That's how it's going to go. Yeah.
Mommy, are you allowed to go in front of the park?
No, I don't want you getting dusty. You guys can play in the carport.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say yes because we were gonna be riding our bikes on the grass.
No, you can ride your bikes around the backyard on the grass.
Otherwise, we'll become stagnant.
Okay, I'll read these.
Right? We could become salty, overly salty. We need the salt
bubbles
coming in
forgot.
and going out. And we want the
Somebody's
salt
bleeding.
coming in to match the salt going out. And we want the water coming in to match the water going out. Right? This is a balance. Equilibrium is what we want. And so the Bible is telling us
Are these like Bible
to
things?
not only be recipients of the grace of God, but also to be those who are giving
That person's
the
not
grace
very
of God
happy.
to other people. Dispensers. We want to be grace dispensers as well. And I think that there's really two ways of doing that. Number
Bullies.
one would be
Who's the
to
bully?
preach the gospel of the grace of God to other people. Is an output, right? Because we've got inputs and outputs, okay?
So tell me
the
what's
input
happening.
is God is showing us grace. The input is we're reading our Bibles, we're learning a lot of Bible, we're learning a lot of truth, and then we need some outputs. Output number grace that we
what's
got,
happening?
and we're extending it to someone else, and we're passing that on to someone else. And then output number
Who's
two
bleeding?
is just basically forgiving other people. You know, we've received grace.
Is that
now we're
like
going to show
Tony
grace to
Milan
others
beating up
by
someone?
when they do us wrong, we forgive them. That's another outlet so that we
And
don't
then
become
you guys
the
are
dead
telling
sea.
them off
So that we don't
because the
become
person's bleeding?
a salty, uninhabited,
Good.
barren land where no one
My
wants
boy.
to dwell and where nothing can grow.
Always a
We
good
want to be the
Samaritan.
good, healthy ground. And you know, there are some people who have done a lot of sin.
Tony and Milan are
I mean,
very
they've been
bad
very
kids. They
sinful
live
in the
next door.
past.
They bully everyone.
They have a really sinful past, right? And you know what that means if they're saved?
So
that means
this
they've
person's
received
getting
an incredible amount of grace
This
from the
person's
Lord.
getting bullied. That's probably Tony because he's
Because
the
the
violent
more sin
one.
abounds, the more grace
And
abounds.
then
So the person who
Logan
has
and
done
Lucas
a ton
and
of sins
I
in
guess
their
this
past
is Milan.
also has received grace to other people. And, you know, it's often bizarre to
Yeah,
me
that person
when you'll
beat
see
up
the
that
opposite
person,
of
they
this.
were bleeding.
You'll see a person who comes
Oh,
from
no,
a
that's a
very
car crash,
sinful
right?
past.
Monster
They're
truck.
saved. They get forgiven. And then they turn around
Anyway, so that
and are
person's bleeding
very
because
judgmental of others,
Tony
not
beats them
forgiving
up pretty
other people,
bad.
not giving any grace to other people.
They're,
and
like,
and it's
bleeding.
it's so mind-blowing. Like, whoa, look at all the grace you received. It's just like that parable in Matthew 18.
Who? You?
Look how you
Being
were
shocked?
forgiven this gigantic debt.
And
you ought to
Tony's
be forgiving
angry
a lot
and
of debts too,
the
in order to
person that's
balance
bleeding
that
is-
out, so that the salt coming
girl?
in
No.
and the salt going out
No.
are keeping you from becoming
I was
sterile.
going to say, if Tony
and
hits a
barren
girl, I will
and
be
dead.
really angry.
And so we want to make sure that it flows through
Kid
us.
has no
So,
boundaries.
Again, back to
No
the text verse.
frickin'.
Ezra chapter number 7. He said,
No
I
self-control.
don't want to
That
just give you
kid
a carte
just
blanche, Ezra.
beats up people for no
I
reason.
want to give you everything you need.
He's punched Lucas before
And
many
so,
times.
I want
In the
to
chest.
spend money here, but obviously there's a limit.
And in the
I've
ear.
written people blank checks before. In business, sometimes I would give people a
I have
check
15 seconds, Lucas.
and
Then I gotta
written
go.
it as a blank
pull
check
out
and
the
said
food.
like, here, I'm going to give you this check because I
15
don't know how much
seconds
this
here.
is going to cost. When you get down there, you find out how
9,
much it costs and then fill in the amount once they give you the invoice. In business, you end up writing blank checks.
Ham done.
Who's ever written a blank check?
Ham's
for someone?
done. So, pulled out their food, got it all ready. It was all beautiful. Sorry I didn't take any pictures or videos, y'all. I'm tired. But, baby, how was the dinner? Boys, how's the dinner?
Good. 5 plus 25.
Everybody loves it. Now it's away. The leftovers are put away for tomorrow.
My app screwed up and I missed an order.
Oh dear.
One dog.
And this is my dinner for tonight.
I'll have one dog, and I'll have one.
While I do my calendar stuff, as you can see. And I'm watching Indiana Jones because I'm a nerd. Loves me some Indiana Jones.
Mommy, guess what this is? Did I put it down?
Believer.
No.
I know what it is.
What? Subscribe.
What?
So, I'm just gonna eat
Bye.
and watch some Indiana Jones. Catch y'all later.